Yo! Whoa! What is up, guys? How is everyone doing? Pete, what's up? Pete, I need you to tell me if you can hear this, bro. I got a new sound effect, bro. When no one knows, not even TRG. But I need you to tell me if you can hear this. This is gonna be used for mainly gaming streams, but I still need to know if you can hear it. You ready? Tell me when you're ready. All right, three, two, one. Oh, well, we just got a warning. But three, two, one. Wait, hold up. Three, two, one. I had to add it to my stream deck, bro. I had to. I had to add it. It's gonna be for gaming streams, dude. Boom. That is crazy. Yeah. All right. Time to go off of off of mute. Let's go talk to TRG.
Came back right when the event's starting to
Good
peak.
morning.
Good morning. Okay, can you cover now?
Yeah, I got you.
I want to make something really cool real quick.
Okay. All right. So, you guys, we are tracking a. I don't know. TRG, you can confirm if it's an ongoing derecho or soon to
I mean,
be
a likely
a,
derecho.
a likely derecho ongoing right now. With we've already seen 100 mile per hour winds. At one point, we've had a wind gust of 86 not too long ago, actually almost an hour ago. Still, not too long. But this is, I wouldn't say just getting started, but this is definitely just starting to get crazy, and it could get even crazier than the next couple of hours, and it probably will get crazier. So, just anyone in the anyone in the risk today, especially for the damaging winds. Even all hazards are possible. Tornadoes, damaging winds, and hail. Just be weather aware and yeah. So just be weather aware and be ready to have that safe spot ready just in case you get under a tornado warning, or honestly a destructive severe, like a crazy destructive, like maybe I would say at least, I mean, destructive is 80, so probably above that. Just have it ready just in case, because you never know. And we do have a confirmed tornado just south of Durant, Oklahoma. But I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it is in a radar hole, isn't it?
Yep. And it's no longer confirmed.
Oh, is it?
Just got downgraded
Okay,
right there.
okay, okay. Because my GR2 still says confirmed for now. And I thought it got unconfirmed a while back, and I just said some false info. But yeah. So this is just starting, y'all. These are widespread damaging winds, like 80 plus observed, is just starting, and it's moving. You have this wind bag also moving towards Dallas. If I think what yeah, it's moving towards Dallas. So just just a heads up, an early heads up for people in Dallas, or just anyone downstream of this, derecho, likely derecho. Yeah, that 21 did get downgraded to a radar indicated for the next 23 minutes. We have one, two, three, four, five destructive severes in about an hour, maybe
Jeez.
maybe even two. I would expect maybe I don't know, almost like 7 or 8, maybe even higher. Who knows? I mean, we're already at 5, and it could just get worse from here. So yeah, let's see. What was our highest observed today? Well, according to some, if we're not counting the meso analysis of 251, because I don't know it if that's actually that. There's no way. There's no way, TRG, right? That was definitely a glitch.
Yeah, no.
That's dude. That would I think that would make headlines, bro. 250 mile per hour wind gust recorded. That probably would make headlines, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think it's 100, if I'm not mistaken, right? The highest observed today so far. That's actually not broken.
Yep.
100. So 100 on the dot. So yeah, Ben, you were close. 103 was close.
Well, we're not done yet.
Yeah, I know. Uh, We still got a whole. If we're talking about like today, like Sunday, we still have an hour and 20 minutes, and that
No.
what
SPC goes till 12Z.
I'm talking about. Well, yeah, I know that, but I'm talking about like I
Go check
guess.
my Twitter.
Okay, bro,
That's
hasn't
what I
told
just
me.
did. Tornado warning now for Sherman, Texas. Oh wow, that's getting pretty tight. Starting to get quite tight rotation with that new tornado warning over Sherman, Texas. Let me use the terminal radar.
Texas.
Yeah, Texas.
Well,
I'm not you, buddy. I know my
okay,
states.
okay, well, on my end, two ones just got issued right in front of me. So
I know what Texas looks like.
I know what it looks like too.
Hmm.
Are you using the terminal radar too?
I'm using all of them.
There.
Probably not the terminal radar in Dallas, though, but the one north of that is the best one, and then the
I mean,
actual main radar site.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Lucky's done. Well, tell that to my radar software. I didn't see anything get issued until
Are you
2G.
using Are you using Radar Mega?
No, GR2.
Okay. Well, you're gonna get that a little bit slower, but weatherwise gets it faster than GR2.
Okay, then yeah, I had that pulled up too. I might take off some like warnings because it's actually like really messy. I turned off flood warnings and watches, but it just did not. Okay,
Sam, I wouldn't be so sure of that. The This part of the severe is definitely heading right for Fort Worth, and that's currently warned for 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's going to head right into Fort Worth, so Fort Worth is going to get hit. May not be 90-mile-an-hour winds, but Fort Worth will be hit. Let me see.
all right. So yeah, now 3 warnings are in place right now. 2 in Oklahoma, 1 in Texas. Or well, it, this other one in Oklahoma is literally on the border. Like I mean it's on the border.
Wait a second.
What?
Let me go to here. Okay. I don't know why that MRMS data looks old. It is old. That's why.
Let's-
All right, let's
Yeah,
see.
that one in Texas is getting pretty tight. You have a 63 touching 30 on mine, at least on Jared 2. I can look at the other. This one has, well, you have 80 touching 42. Just the next pixel over.
Let me see. Yeah, that I wouldn't be shocked if that's on the ground. It wouldn't surprise me. All right, keep talking, Lucky, will ya? I gotta do this.
Again? Okay. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that it is a tornado warning in Texas. I'm just that has the I'm glued to that. Are you laughing about? Are you laughing at my talking?
No.
Of course you are.
Why would I be doing that now,
You're so mean.
Lucky?
You know what? What if I just don't talk, just so no one laughs at me?
I said I wasn't laughing at you though.
All right, what were you laughing at?
I made a mistake on this.
Really?
Hmm.
I'll trust you. It's bad though, but I'll trust you. All right, let's go right here. Yeah, honestly, at this point, I'm looking for almost maybe even close to a DC. I mean, that's pretty gate to gate, like like pretty gate to gate. We have
Is it pretty
120.
gate to gate?
It's pretty gate to gate. You have 80 touching 42. So
That is pretty gate to gate.
yeah, and then we have now only two destructives. We just had five not too long ago, but now we have two. They're all for this storm, and it is on for 80 mile per hour wind gusts and quarter size hail. And this other one was warned for, oh, they canceled it. It says, at least has the warning canceled.
It still shows it, but it's canceled,
Yeah,
right?
if you no, if you click it on GR2, it says the severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Pasco County is canceled. Dot dot dot. Are you see? Are we sure now that's not canceled? Are we sure that it's canceled? I don't think so.
Are you sure it's not canceled?
I don't know, bro.
Bro doesn't know.
Bro, I mean, it's still on my radar software. So
Is it really that difficult to check?
What do you mean? I literally clicked it and it says it's canceled,
So then it's not up.
but it's on my radar software still.
Is it on WeatherWise? All right, what warning are you talking about, dude? It's not that difficult.
Yes. I think.
What
Wait.
warning? I didn't say, is it a warning?
Uh.
What warning are you on? Yes. What?
Just north of the KDYX.
Uh,
Just north of the KDYX radar. Believe that it's like it's like uh, it's a shape that you would see in math class, and they would want you to calculate the area of it. That's what it looks like. A parallelogram. That's what it is.
this dude's
Woodson,
literally a kid.
Woodson, Texas. Actually, hold up. Yeah, let me pull this up. But in on weather-wise, it literally says that it's a warning.
What storm?
I north of the KDYX radar, the Woodson, there's two destructives. It's the one that's further back.
Oh, this one right here. Okay, so it's there on GR2.
Click it.
Go to WeatherWise. Go to here. The one for 90-mile-an-hour winds.
Sure. Yes.
Okay. And if I click on it here, it hasn't been canceled.
Oh my, bud.
90-mile-an-hour wind gusts and ping pong sized tail. Radar indicated you're in a life threatening situation. And it expires in. Well, this says 10:25 Eastern. What?
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Okay, hold on. Lucky's right here. What's going on?
Look at DMs. That's the one that I. That's the one that's what pops up whenever I click it.
It's up for 10 more minutes. It's not canceled, from what I
Okay.
could tell.
Okay, because that's what.
But it's outside of the warned area, so it's really you're good to come out of your safe spot if you're in that severe. Just don't go outside.
Yeah. But that's what it says in DMs. That's what it says whenever I what's it called? Click on GR2. All right. Back to that storm in Texas. That's tornado warned. All right. The good thing is that the rotation looks like it's died down just a bit. Not as gate to gate. It's a little more broad now, but it's still there. It looks like so. Obviously, still be in your safe spot because you're still in a tornado warning until y'all's time 10:15 Central Time 10:15. And the two storms in Oklahoma, I really can't tell y'all. I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. I can't tell y'all. I mean, you're in a 20 warning, so still be in your safe spot. But I can't tell you about anything about like radar data because it's in a radar hole. Seriously, now that I think about it, we have so many radar holes. I used to think we only had like just a couple. We have a lot of radar holes.
Mm-hmm. I'm in an EDS. You are? Oh my word, you are. Wait, what? When did that pop up? That just got issued, didn't it? I had no idea that was issued. We have a PDS severe that is EDS as well for 80-mile-an-hour winds going to the northern side of the Dallas Metroplex. Yeah, there is definitely 70 to 80 mile an hour winds with this.
Is it
It's
EDS?
actually been up for a
So,
little while.
so
I just
extremely
missed that. I
dangerous
apologize.
situation.
Lucky did not inform me.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was. I don't see it.
You don't see a destructive for Dallas? Northern Dallas, that is. Hello,
I'm looking,
Mr.
bro.
Sleepy.
I'm looking,
It
bro.
doesn't
Calm
it
down.
doesn't take that much work
Oh,
to
I
look in
found
front of you,
it.
bro.
I found it.
This
Oh,
dude is having a hard time today after all the hours of sleep, probably near 12 hours, and all the food. You'd think he'd be having a little bit more of a
no, I
functioning
went to sleep
brain.
at 4 a.m. last night.
Sure, buddy.
I did. I have proof too.
What in the world is chat doing, bro?
They're trying to get that #1 crown. At least Caleb's trying to get number
Nah,
two.
Caden, you'll be fine, dude. Just don't go outside. Make sure all your electronics are unplugged so nothing explodes when the lightning rolls through. um,
But it's channel,
and get ready to go to your safe spot. If not, go to your safe spot.
dude.
Good area of rotation right there, going towards Honey Grove in Northeast Texas. Mods, can you please stop spamming the chat? Thank you. It's not very appealing,
Not very mod like.
says the guy who doesn't even chat in the chat. The only time he ever chats is to self promo.
That's not true.
Mm-hmm. Let me go to velocity here. The main wins with this destructive severe may be actually behind it. There's a chance it's actually back up in the main rain wrapped region of this severe. So you could be hit, you'll likely be hit with two different gusts of wind. One when the line first hits you, which in Denton, Texas is at any given second. And then the second, as it pushes through Denton, it will be probably about 5 minutes before that second gust hits you.
Oh, TG.
Yeah.
Oh, TG, can you mute me? I meant to tell you something earlier.
What? I already said yes like a month ago. Like, geez, bro, you should have did it a month ago. So, tornado warning again has been issued for Honey Grove in Texas. Pretty strong area of rotation there. Definitely could drop a tornado at any moment. Also, the one over Tom Bean, Texas, could drop a tornado at any moment. Most of these storms have been producing 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, but we do have a EDS, extremely dangerous situation, severe, going towards Frisco, Little Elm, Lake Dallas, Fairview, McKinney, Allen, Plano, Murphy, Flower Mound in north central Dallas, Texas. That will eventually go right through the downtown Metroplex. Let me see this. So this is a higher resolution, closer radar site to the severe storm. And you can see earlier, it did show 78 to potentially as high as 80 mile an hour velocities. Those have chilled down a little bit, but still 60 to 70 mile an hour winds is a very, very real possibility as this moves into Little Elm, Frisco, Corinth, right around that area. Is it raining outside? Okay, no, that must just be a jet passing by.
I can
I
see
had to go check.
I can see it if it's if it's a jet passing by. You want me to tell you?
Nah. Let me go back to. I want to change to
Oh,
difficult,
well, TRG.
difficult choices.
There is a plane, but it's in.
I'll just get a new one. Put it right over that radar site in Dallas. This one.
Well, there's a plane in like a 20-mile radius of you, and guess where it's going?
Where?
To my airport.
Dude, of course.
It's coming from Nashville.
I always find these 1 minute loops extremely satisfying. So I apologize if I'm literally just going to sit here for the next 30 minutes watching this storm go into Dallas. Because I find these loops very,
I
very
love
satisfying.
those loops. They're amazing.
Just sitting peace and quiet watching the radar loop. I literally, this is what I used to do before I really started to live stream. I literally would just sit here and watch radar loops and satellite loops.
TRG, is there a way? I know there is. To for the loop playback on the GR2 to slow it down a little bit. There's got to be a way.
Yes,
Cause yours
it's
is
top
much slower.
left. Top left, there's
Okay.
file view. It's view and then animation settings.
Oh,
Mine
okay.
is set to it's a little under halfway for speed and a little under halfway for hold last, whatever that means.
You said for hold last. Which one is it? Like, where is it?
It's my hold last is a little bit lower. Here, I'll send you a screenshot.
Okay. Yeah, but just do that. Yeah, that'll help.
That's what mine's at. Let's go back to our other Fort Worth tower here. Terminal radar site. Still could easily be seeing a tornado on the ground at any moment south of Tom Bean. Go to the larger radar site. Whoa. Newest scan, significantly stronger rotation going towards. Is that Bonham? Bonham? Out there in north central Texas. Give me just a moment.
Yeah. So just downstream if you're in Dallas, just heads up. But also, you're not in any warning yet. Just be ready just in case. Northern Dallas or north of Dallas, you're in what was it? An extremely dangerous situation. EDS. So just be inside, away from windows, stuff like that. Don't go outside because this
All right,
is
let's
a
see
destructive
this.
storm.
We got a new. Oh, also there was 82-mile-an-hour winds observed in Valley View. That's
Yeah.
another reason why they issued the PDS severe. Apparently, new MCD. I didn't get notified of it. Caden, are you sure you're not just very late? Is it the one where it says Derecho likely? If so, you're just very late. I think this northern tornado warning could drop a strong tornado at any moment. It's very strong. Even being that far from radar, it looks really strong. You know how nice it would be to have a radar site in southeast Oklahoma?
Dude, that'd be great.
I have said that probably like 20 times this year.
That rotation
If
does
not more.
Wait, actually, is this? Oh no. The rotate. Can't tell if
Hey,
it
make up your mind. What is it?
can't tell if it got more gate to gate or it's become a little more broad. Part of it's more gate to gate. Part of it is more broad. If that makes any sense
I
at
think
all.
the Durant radar's down, actually.
Durant,
Durant.
please, bro.
Said it just like you.
I keep saying that. Like every single time you talk about that radar, say it like that.
Durant.
It's not the same thing. You're saying Durant.
Same thing. Oh, okay.
Durint.
Durant.
No.
Got it. Durant, Oklahoma. Don't Oklahoma. I think that radar site's down. .63 mile-an-hour wind gusts reported in Denton, Texas. Go back to our higher resolution radar.
Oh man.
One of our terminal radars is about to be directly impacted by 60 to 70 mile-an-hour wind gusts here.
Dude, Pete.
See, told you, Lucky. Durant. I told you that's how you say it.
I. You know. You know. I'm not gonna
Let's see what the
argue with
next
you.
scan has to show here for our tornado warning over Honey Grove in
Don't even.
northeastern Texas.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. That rotation just absolutely fell apart in the past 2 scans on my end.
Oh, really? I'm about to see it. Let's see how bad it fell apart.
Oh wait,
I got 5 seconds. 2, 1, 0.
oh, never mind. I lied.
You lied.
I lied.
Absolutely fell apart. Still literally
I was looking at the wrong area.
110 mile-an-hour
I was
rotation.
looking at the wrong area again.
Again, bro, dude, you gotta be stepping it up over here.
Hold on, wait. Okay, wait. Let's see. That touching that on that scan. Then we got that touching that.
And that with that, and that over there with this.
Uh,
Looks like our MCS out here in Breckenridge has really weakened. Actually, some of it has even fizzled away. So I do think the way this line is moving, I think this is a better scenario for people in southwest Arkansas and south central Arkansas. But I do believe that Shreveport could still be clipped by 60 to 70 mile-an-hour winds tonight. Oops. All right, we're gonna go back over to our main Dallas site here. Still looks like it's on a weakening trend, but still 60, maybe 70 mile-an-hour winds ongoing here. I doubt we're going to be able to push 80 mile-an-hour winds with this storm, but it is about to move towards weatherwise. You okay? I don't know why the beep was delayed, but that tornado warning over Tom Bean has been canceled. But yeah, this storm is going to start to push into Dallas. So Dallas, get ready for 60 to 70 mile-an-hour winds. There is a small chance the line could strengthen as it goes into the city. But likely it will stay on, hopefully, the weaker side of things. I mean, it strengthened up to 80 mile-an-hour winds out of nowhere, so It could do it again. All right.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but we are now left with one tornado warning. Is that correct?
No.
How many tornado
Yes, it
warnings do
is.
we have?
You're right. You're right.
Let's
One
start
tornado warning,
asking.
one destructive, and then we still have what?
Four considerable. Three?
Three significance?
One, two,
Yeah.
three, three.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yep. All in
We have
this
four.
along this line. Yeah, I don't even want to bother counting how many severes.
I will. But wait,
Uh,
like every single severe, even destructive.
yeah,
One, two,
even the ones outside of Texas too.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I'm
12.
gonna mute him.
12.
Really, I'm gonna go double check if you're right. You're right. See, I just used Radar Omega because it has a number displayed at the top right, and then I was instantly able to tell.
Well, I don't have Rare Omega even opened.
I've barely used it this stream. This is by far the least I have ever used it in a moderate risk for severe weather.
I remember we used to use this every day,
I,
non-stop.
I still use it every day, but so much less. It's weatherwise. If I do get the weatherwise app, yeah, bye bye Radar Omega.
I'm thinking about getting it.
The thing is, weatherwise doesn't have model runs yet. They did mention adding them in the future, but they don't have model runs just yet.
That's why we have College of DuPage.
Yep.
And a ton more sites in general. But
See you
yeah,
later, Brooklyn. Thank you for
see you,
tuning
Brooklyn.
in, and I appreciate the kind words. Glad I could be here for. I got to be dead real. It doesn't feel like we're coming up on 9 hours.
Yeah, no, dude, you
That
started.
is insane.
You started when I left. To go
Lucky
eat
took
lunch.
3 naps in the top. Oh, sorry, I'll stop.
One nap, guys. OMG.
Language.
Goodness.
Fire done. Lucky's been removed from all credit on the channel. It's Jover. He's gone, canceled, sued.
It's sued for what? How much? How much? How much
Yeah, I
is
think
suing?
Shreveport will get the tip of the top of the line. That's a good way to put it, Tyler. I agree with that.
Sued
But
is
I think
crazy.
most people in Arkansas are going to avoid the worst of this, and then it will barely hit Shreveport. The tip of the top of the line could hit Shreveport. That's a good way to put it. All these are for 60 mile-an-hour winds, with the exception of the one in Mineral Wells, one for 65 mile-an-hour winds.
Hello there, Samuel. How are you?
Samuel.
My chat.
I was like, what? I know a Sam. Samuel. Bro got me confused. I thought I was blind for a second. I was like, Samuel. Ain't nobody named that in my chat.
Lucky doesn't know how to count.
Shockingly,
do.
he doesn't. Oh.
Wait. What do you mean?
I don't know if I will, Brooklyn. I'll be live tomorrow. So I'll try to get some good rest, but probably won't. So Weatherwise has a bit of a bug there. How close are we? So if you click on it, see how it says expires in 3 minutes? That means it's canceled. Whereas the current tornado warning, it says the hail threat and it says what it is: radar indicated, observed, PDS, Tori. In this case, it says radar indicated. So if it doesn't say that extra tag, if it doesn't say radar indicated, observed, or whatever it may be, that means it has expired. So that's how we know this has expired, because it no longer says one of the radar indicated to Tori status. So it's no longer tornado warned.
Interesting.
That's a well-known bug on Weatherwise. I don't know if they plan on fixing it anytime soon. I haven't reported it to them or anything, so I know that it's a well-known bug, but I don't know if Weatherwise is even aware of it. I should probably contact them, let them know, see if they know about it.
Probably, yeah.
Let me go to this radar site. It looks like that area of rotation in Dodd City. Looks like that's
Dodge.
fully it's DODD.
Interesting.
Dodd City, Texas. I promise you, I can tell the difference between an E and a D, buddy. I may be blind and have glasses, but I could tell the difference between those two letters. The only time it gets difficult is when there's like a I think I've mistaken 3 and like 5s. The number 3 and 5 I've mistaken quite a lot.
Sorry,
Because the reports on GR2 they're tiny for me.
Pete. I agree.
Wait, what? Why?
Something. No, it's my chat, bro.
Wait, tell me. Go ahead. I muted you.
No, no, no. You
All right,
want
fine. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go over to your chat.
All right, go. Tell me when you're at my chat. You might want to
And
mute
you know what?
desktop.
I'm gonna dislike the live stream while I'm at it.
All right, all right. Go to my live chat. Tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready. What am I waiting for? Do I have to unmute it?
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, 3.
Okay, go ahead. Great. What am I gonna hear? Oh, bro.
I got this, bro. Every single time something dumb has been said, I did that.
You know that's probably copyrighted.
No, it's not.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, it definitely is copyrighted, but it's probably free use.
It is.
Any plot twist to this stream?
Lucky being dumb. Actually, no, that's not a plot
nothing
twist.
crazy. 65-mile-an-hour winds going into Dallas here. New severe warning. Richardson. So let's see. We got a Richardson, Ohio, Richardson, Michigan, Richardson, Indiana, Richardson, Illinois. I'm sure there's some Richardsons probably on the other side of the world too. So
Probably.
I have to do that every time somebody in the chat comes in without a state name.
But like you assume it's gonna be the U.S. But I've had someone.
I've had UK.
Yeah.
I've had Canada too.
Yeah, no, Canada's reasonable. UK, have we ever done a live stream for the UK? I know we did one for what was it, the Philippines or Japan? It was that a overnight.
I've done
cyclone.
South Korea, Hawaii, Japan, Philippines, Australia, India, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Leeward Islands, and I didn't dedicate a full stream to it, but I did talk quite a lot about a cyclone for Ireland in the UK.
I bet 95% of those.
Mexico, of course, Baja California.
I bet 95% of those streams from the other side of the world were for cyclones, weren't they?
Yep.
I was there for one of them.
All of them.
Oh, all of them.
All
yeah.
of them. Not one for severe weather. Lucky has no crowds. I just noticed. Yeah, he'll never have one.
Not because I'm not because I don't need a chat in your chat when I'm talking to you.
Valid point. He makes a good point.
Now, if I'm not in call, yeah, I'll probably chat. Yeah, I've seen it a few times, not every time, but a few times.
So you think the PDS watch is verified?
Bro, aren't we like only an hour into it? Or an hour and a half?
We've already seen like 100-mile-an-hour winds.
In it? That wasn't that before? Or was that out?
Oh, you're right. That actually might have been before.
I'm about to say. I mean,
well, we had 2 PDS watches, so.
And I mean, we had an 86. I'm pretty sure after that watch was issued. So I mean, so far, I mean, what was it? You said 100-mile-per-hour likely?
It was 100-mile-an-hour winds expected.
Oh, oh, whoa. Okay.
But well, I mean, we kind of have till like,
you know, 1 a.m.
5 a.m.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
like 5 a.m.
I won't be up for actually, that's a lie. I probably will be up for that.
Bro, what?
5 a.m.?
No.
I will.
I'll be asleep.
But you should see me the first couple nights out of school. My bedtime was 5 a.m.
Yeah,
at
and
least.
guess what? Guess what, chat? None of those were with me. None of them. He hasn't spent one overnight stream or one overnight call or one overnight anything with me. Not once.
All right, you want
But
to
he
do
can
it today?
sit in his bed for 6 hours into the overnight hours and stay up till 7 a.m. and then text me at 7 in the morning. Good night. Like literally, I can't tell you. I've asked this guy tens of, if not hundreds of times, can we please pull an all-nighter
I
in
got
summer?
you, bro.
We have gone through 4 full summers
Okay,
with
okay,
no
okay,
overnighters.
okay.
To the point where I have just completely given up. I just quit mentioning it. I gave up.
All right, well, okay. Do you want to pull an all-nighter? Maybe not tonight, but if we pull an all-nighter, just know I'm gonna have to take a nap before it starts.
But that's not an all-nighter. That's like me saying, all right, I'm gonna pull an all-nighter. Goes to sleep at 3 o'clock.
Well, I mean,
I
if
gotta
it
take a quick nap from 3 o'clock to 10 p.m.
no, it might be like from like 6 to 7:30.
Dude, you're the only person I know who takes naps like that.
Bro, I grew up taking naps in the middle of the day sometimes. I used to go to sleep at
No
like
wonder why you're always so tired. Your
what?
body's gotten into that consistency of I always need a nap.
I don't always need a nap. It's just sometimes I need
You
a nap.
talk about them pretty much every time you come into this stream.
Yes,
Nap
because I
and
know it's
food.
funny. I know it's funny. That's what I'm known for. That's why I mention it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm,
yeah.
that-
Quit mama on your bread.
What?
Like quit mumbling under your breath.
I didn't understand anything you just said right there.
Yeah, I know, cause I was doing the same thing you were doing.
Bruh. All right, go take your nap, Lucky.
I'm not taking a nap, bro.
Why?
I'm not tired,
How? You're always tired.
bro. I'm gonna be tired till at least 2 a.m. At least.
I could go to sleep right now.
I know you can. You've been here for 9 hours. You've been here for 9 hours. Of course
I
you
could go
can.
to sleep right now. Also, something I want to note is the HRRR doesn't have these storms moving into central Dallas until 2 a.m. Eastern. They are about 30 minutes from being into downtown Dallas. So, another reason on why you shouldn't be using the HRRR. Ooh, NATOcast for tomorrow. Ugh, huge 5% tornado risk. You've got to be kidding me.
Tomorrow?
Yep.
It just get issued?
Yep. Even larger than today's, according to NATOcast.
Mm.
And notice how me and Lucky, not even in a 0.1%.
But SPC?
2%.
2%.
Logic.
Hey man, if anything is gonna be Eastern North Carolina, I'm telling you. If anything. I'm telling you,
So
bro.
we could definitely see a couple tornadoes tomorrow. I wouldn't even rule out a strong tornado if we could get a fully discrete storm, but I don't know if I'll be covering or doing a briefing tomorrow. We'll just see. We'll see how I feel. And I know I will be asleep all day Wednesday.
He's lying, bro. He's gonna wake up at maybe 10:30.
Or my goodness, Tuesday. Tuesday.
He's gonna be
I
up at
keep
10.
thinking in 2 days it's Wednesday.
Well,
Tomorrow is Monday. Oh, tomorrow is Monday. Help me.
yeah, that means like he has work. Help. You know what?
Yay!
I know, right?
Oh,
That's exciting.
I mean, boo. I don't get to talk to Lucky for like half the day. Let's go.
I'm telling you, bro. This dude doesn't like talking to me, bro.
Yeah.
He doesn't like to talk to me.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yay, I don't get to talk to Lucky."
In reality, though, I love talking to Lucky.
I know. I love talking to you too, bro.
Cap. You sleep half the time I'm on call.
Bro!
He eats, sleeps, listens to music, and watches YouTube for well over half the time we're on call. I'm over here playing a
Not true.
game, telling Lucky to hop on a game, and then he says,
Oh,
"Oh, I'll hop on in a minute." And then in
no,
Lucky, no, you're gonna listen to me real quick.
no,
Yesterday when we called, no, or was it the day before yesterday? I played a game for 2 hours, maybe even 3 hours without you, and you just weren't there for half of it. You weren't there, and you even hopped on a phone call. This dude called other friends on his phone while on the call with me on Discord.
Okay, no, wait.
And he didn't play for 1 minute, and then eventually I just gave up. I just left.
I mentioned a game. I mentioned
yes, I hopped on it. I hopped on it.
What game was it? I don't care if you say it on stream. What game was it?
I'll mute myself.
Okay, wait, hold on. That means I gotta mute you then.
No, you don't have to.
Okay, what game was it?
It was the NASCAR game. It was a NASCAR game on Roblox that Lucky wanted to play.
Oh, you did, didn't you?
Yep.
Because didn't you say you won?
Yep.
Oh, you did.
I wish I said it on stream the other day, because then I would have had proof of it.
My bad.
And I played for 2 to 3 hours with that dude. And then I even went and played basketball for an hour straight. You know what I came back to? He's still on the phone.
Bro, no, my phone call was 15 minutes. I have proof.
Uh-huh.
What day was it? Tell me what day. Tell me what day. I will prove
it was either yesterday or the day before that.
And I know who I was on the phone with.
The line is weakening right now, yes. The line is weakening right now. There's definitely going to be brief periods where it re-intensifies to 70-mile-per-hour winds.
15 minutes on the dot. I have proof.
Well, then you just simply weren't talking to me. Well, there you go, y'all. He wasn't on the phone call for longer than 14 minutes. He was ignoring me for 2 hours straight.
Okay. I was probably watching something. That's probably what I was doing.
So 90% of the time, I just end up leaving him on call by himself because he ends up just leaving me.
and then when bro leaves, I try to call for him.
I'll tell you that. That's what happens. That's what happens. I call for him, he leaves, and then he starts calling for me while I've left. So it's a never-ending cycle of him leaving and calling me, and then rinse and repeat. I call for him, he's gone. He calls for me, I'm gone. And so we just never catch each other. We stay on call for like 5 hours, and we just never talk to each other because we keep doing other things and not talking.
It's either we call and we get busy.
It's a never-ending cycle of that. I do want to do an ATS stream with you sometime, Lucky. I know it's very random.
That would probably be the overnight stream. We could start with that. We could
do that. You know, we could just do a bunch of gaming stuff on the main channel for 10K.
I can't do it this week. My schedule is booked for this week. I am busy Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
I am busy the last 2 weeks, like the last week of June and the first week of July. I'm booked.
I should be able to.
I hopefully can fit in some streams, but I'm going to get very busy.
What about next? We'll do.
I have family that I haven't seen in a very long time coming down in early July.
Oh, nice. That's what's up. It's always good to see family.
And then we're going to go see like 2 to 3 different movies in theaters. So it's going to be really, really fun.
Hey! What movies?
You are not invited. Oh.
What movies?
You know, they probably would love for you to come. But I mean, we're already booked. We have like, geez, there could be like up to 12 people. That could be like 12 of us. There's going to be a bunch of TRGs in a movie theater. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to have a lot of fun though. What movies? Here, I'll send it to you.
Yes, tell me, because bro, do not watch that F1 movie without me. I'm sorry. I know I said on stream, but I don't care. Guys, that's a movie to watch. I'm telling you. Especially if you're into like NASCAR and stuff.
Yeah, F1, I want to watch that with you eventually, but it comes out at a bad time. Like I said, it comes out at the end of June, and I'm booked at the end of June into early July.
If not, I have this thing where I can just watch it in like 2 weeks after it's played in theaters. I'm pretty sure it's like an app. It's well known.
Looks like Fort Worth is going to be spared from any significant severe weather.
Oh, wait,
you've got 65 to your west, 65 to your east. I bet. Who lives in Fort Worth? I bet we have somebody who's a frequent viewer who lives in Fort Worth, and that's the mod dome that's holding right now.
I was about to say, because Dallas just got put under a severe. I don't know how long ago. I wasn't paying attention. Don't yell at me. But it's 65 mile per hour winds. And were we thinking Yesterday. This was yesterday. Though. I know stuff
Well,
changes.
Proxy, you guessed one of the movies we're going to watch. We're a huge fan of that series.
Wait, let me see.
We've watched like 3 or 4 of those movies in theaters day of them releasing. We're a huge fan of those. I hope the new one's going to be
Can
good.
I
It
ask
looks
a
good right
question?
now.
Can I ask a question to chat?
Depends. It depends how stupid it is. Because with
It,
you, it ought to be very dumb.
it's about a movie. It's about a movie. A recent
What
movie.
happens when you combine pineapple and frosting?
Guys, has anyone watched?
I'm sure you said that before.
Has anyone watched the Lilo and Stitch movie? I want to know if it's.
Oh, it looks really good.
It looks really good, and
it looks awesome.
I really want to watch it, bro. I love Lilo and Stitch, bro. That movie.
It looks like they
that's
added a
childhood.
lot more funny jokes with it.
All right, I
I
bet
really want to watch it.
I need to watch it, bro. I have to. I was supposed to go watch it, but I was busy that one day.
Yeah. Legacy, we talked about that at the beginning of the stream. We went over that mod dome. Legacy's house was literally lucky. There was a marginal all around her area and then a general thunderstorm risk to her north, and she just wasn't in anything.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I heard it wasn't good. Really?
Whoa. Actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. Let me just look at reviews online. I'm not gonna read them, but
Really? See if I got anything here.
Yuck.
Bad.
Out of 5, they rated it a 3.0.
Okay, well, not as bad as the Snow White movie that was rated like literally 1 star.
Isn't the more Rotten Tomatoes the better or the worse?
I think that's typically more strict. Pretty sure.
Well, then it's 72%.
Wow. What do you know what the public reviews are? That's the one I always look at.
I mean, hey, I'm looking on Google reviews, so I'm pretty sure that's public.
Yeah.
So that's 3.0.
Wow. Yes, that's
Their budget for that
public.
movie was $100 million.
Yep. It's literally tied between. It's nearly tied between 1 stars and 5 stars. So it seems like people either really hated it or really loved it.
If you actually had a good childhood, I'm pretty sure you might like it.
Okay, now let's not insult over 2,000 people here, Lucky.
What?
That's not a good thing to do.
Well, okay, well,
Because
think about it.
2,000 people who rated it 1 star didn't have a good childhood.
Okay, well, okay. Let me reword it. If you didn't watch kids movies,
Okay, bro, just quit it. You're already canceled. It's over for you.
Oh well.
Twitter's coming after you.
If someone comes after me because of a movie, bro, I might just.
You almost dropped the F-bomb. I heard that.
I know.
Good catch. Good catch.
If someone comes to me for a movie, or me saying something about a movie, I'm just done. I'm done with
Proxy.
I'm done with social
I have
media.
a new favorite show. I've been obsessed with. It came out the week of it releasing. I watched it 3 times. Like I literally watched.
Okay, guys, I don't watch stuff like that many times.
Hello.
You just lied. Were you speaking?
Where did we just got a tornado warning? But we don't have any tornado warnings. We are tornado warningless.
Oh wow.
You heard the beep, but there's no tornado warning. But yeah, I have a new show I'm obsessed with. And for movie, oh man.
Hey, can I tell you my favorite show and movie? Actually, do I have a favorite movie? No, I don't.
There's so many good movies, y'all.
I want to
go
go to childhood. My favorite movie is or movies. Honestly, this is just as a kid and loving this type of stuff. Cars, the whole series. Cars 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, those were all really
Cars
good.
2 especially. Cars 2 was like peak. That was peak, bro. Oh,
I don't know. There's so many good movies, dude.
you know, there's a lot of good movies.
Choose.
If you really think about it, there's a lot of good movies. When someone says, "What's your favorite movie?" I'll just say a movie, but then in reality, there's a lot of good movies.
But I could probably say like 10 to 15 movies that I would love to watch again.
I want to watch the Cars series again. See, there's rumors that Cars 4 is in the making or something, but I've never gotten like an actual official, you know, announcement, I guess you could say that
For
it's true.
what?
Cars 4.
Oh, is that out?
No, it's not. No, it's not. Is Cars 4 in the making? There's no official confirmation for Cars 4. Blah 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 blah. That they are developing new projects related to the Cars franchise. We finna be have we finna have a movie called F11, F12, F13. IndyCar 1, IndyCar 2.
In series in June, F11. And then next June, F12.
5 years later, F13. The best movie on the planet.
3 years later, because it always gets later. Dude. What was the Twisters? Yeah, we waited like I don't even know how many years, like 30 years, 20, 30
Something like
years
that.
for the sequel of that.
I remember, dude. That wasn't the first
That was
time
one of the best movies too. There you go. That's one of my favorite movies right
Twisters,
there.
yeah. Dude, that wasn't
I just rewatched it like a week ago.
oh, nice. Dude,
I'm not even kidding.
that wasn't the first time that we met, but that was like one of the few first times that we met. Like, I think that was like the third time maybe.
Yeah.
And dude, no,
That was one of the
that was
earlier
great.
times.
That was great, y'all. If you somehow have not watched it yet, you should.
It's free on Prime.
It's free on
It's
Prime.
free on Prime.
You should really go watch it. It's actually a really good movie.
It's very much worth it.
I want to say something so
I don't
bad,
know.
but
Some people in the weather community didn't like it, but I mean, I absolutely loved it.
dude, I loved it. Me, CRG.
Yeah, now, I don't get people saying it's better than the original. There is nothing that's going to beat it. Nothing will beat the original.
Yeah, no.
That's just not possible. I don't get why people were saying it was better than the original. I think I believe people who watch that movie and say it's better than the original forget how good the original was.
They got to rewatch the original to actually.
The first time you watched Twister, it was life-changing for me. I mean, it was a crazy experience. It was absolutely wild. Fast and Furious movies, too dirty.
I like Fast and Furious. RP.
I don't like shows that have all that stuff in them. When they have too much cussing and too much dirty stuff, in my opinion, it just kills the show.
RP Paul Walker, man. Fast and Furious was, bro. He low key carried him and Vin Diesel carried Fast and Furious usually, in my opinion.
The only scene I remember from that movie is like the one with Dwayne Johnson and they were on ice.
I don't know if it was Dwayne. I think you're thinking of Vin Diesel.
No. I can't mistake those two up. I'm gonna look it up. Let's see. What?
No, wait. Okay, no.
Fast and Furious
Fast and Furious 6
was.
You're right.
Dwayne Johnson in.
I haven't watched it yet. We were supposed to watch it.
Ta-da! Fast and Furious 6.
Me and my family were supposed to watch the whole series, but we never like got to it. But
thinking I'm mistaking him with Vin Diesel, like, bro, come on. That's the only scene I remember from Fast and Furious because I caught like it was on TV and I caught like a middle portion of it. I was like, hey, that's pretty cool. Things go boom boom. Sweet. Okay, bye.
Hey, you know
that's literally my experience with Fast and Furious went.
Hey, hold up. TJ, I'm gonna mute on my end. Can you mute me on your end?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. Never listened to it. Huh? I have, but I won't again. I don't like it. Nope. Yeah, of course you would have a song for that. I should tell chat that. Sure, Lucky. Sure. Yep, Proxy. Same here. I've never really watched. I've never watched a full one ever.
A full
like
what?
I said, I caught clips of the one of them, whichever one had ice in it.
I've watched 2 full Fast and Furious movies.
Well, good for you, Lucky.
Thanks, bro.
You
Appreciate
want a
it.
cookie? Because you
Yes.
can't have one.
Oh, see, you're
He
mean.
said yes, and I said you can't have one.
You're mean. That's
Oh, man. Do you want one? Yes, can't have one.
you're just mean. That's you're just mean.
Yeah, that's the best movie ever right there. Police body cam footage. Now that's some good movies.
That's a movie? I thought those were
Man,
YouTube videos.
yeah, they are. They are Lucky.
That's a movie. I
No,
thought that.
I grew up. I didn't grow up, but like in my early teenage years, Cops was the show I watched a lot.
Oh, I don't know if I can say this. Okay, you mute me again.
Bro, I just unmuted. I watched on my TV Legacy, so oh my word, the bleeping was crazy. Every 5 seconds, beep, 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 beep. Everything was beeped out, so it was just consistent beeping. Okay, that does say 80-mile-an-hour wind. See, I had to look closely. I couldn't see the difference between an 8 and a 6. Tell you, I'm blind. Yeah, 80-mile-an-hour winds. That possibly could have been from tornadic wind speeds there in Dodge City, Northeast Texas. Yeah, you've been muted. I didn't watch that second one. I didn't watch that second one. Don't worry, Lucky. Find a way. Would have been funny if I forgot to mute you, and now that's all recorded on live stream. Yeah, I've done that before with copyright things. Like I think I accidentally played a Chaser's audio, and I'm pretty sure he went like he screamed, and I had to edit it out. I started the stream with Connor's audio playing, and he screamed so loud.
You just like you're like, all right. Let's see what this chaser is. But you forgot to mute. You're like, all right. Let's see what this chaser is on. Ah! That'd be me. That'd be me. That'd be me.
That'd be me.
If you clicked on my stream and it's a storm chase, and I'm on a storm, I'm probably streaming. Yeah, I would hope so, but I'm probably screaming.
See you later, Proxy. Thank you for tuning in.
See you, Proxy.
I don't know if we're gonna go for too much longer because this threat is actually dying out quite a bit.
I don't think it's.
We weren't expecting it to be in Dallas for a long time, so it's almost midnight. Let's see. Yeah, we were expecting it to approach Dallas at 1 a.m. Eastern. So it's like an hour and 20 minutes well ahead of schedule.
I wonder if that like had a play in, how strong the winds would be. I mean, weren't we talking about? I know it changed, but weren't we talking about like, if I'm not mistaken, someone said 115 or 110 going through
Dallas? It was
Dallas?
105 to 110 mile per hour winds.
105. It had a 5 at the beginning. I forgot if it was 05 or
105 mile an hour winds was likely. That's what the first watch said. 105 mile an hour winds likely.
I mean, we had 100.
Yep. And we had a lot of velocities that showed upwards of 100, but I didn't see any reports. I did see one observed report of 100 mile an hour winds. It won't be in Shreveport until like 3 a.m. and there is no way I'm staying live for that, Tyler. I got to be honest with you. Worst case scenario, you get like 60 mile an hour winds.
I mean, yeah, at this rate, yeah.
Because at this rate, this line's weakening. The strongest portion of the line, though, is heading towards Shreveport, so I would definitely keep an eye on it.
I mean, okay, don't get me wrong. This thing looks like terrifying, but it really doesn't even look that.
It doesn't look that bad on velocity.
It doesn't look that bad on velocity. Now, rain-wise and stuff, flash flooding-wise, yeah, that looks.
The very heavy rain, a lot of lightning, and 60 mile an hour winds.
And it depends how fast it's moving. Southeast at 45 miles per hour. That's just from one warning. So I mean, yeah, flash flooding is gonna be likely. Actually, Let me just see real
Whoops.
quick. I haven't checked this. So yeah, we have a yeah, a slight risk for excessive rainfall for this area that is going into. I mean, it's a big slight risk, but if we're talking about from like here on out, there's a slight risk all the way till I think
I don't think this is a derecho, do you?
nah, dude, Di didn't they say it had to be like what? Didn't they just up the classification like 250 mile per hour, dude.
Dude, dang. That's a big classification. Okay, then it would actually
Dude.
be impossible.
250-mile long or wide? I think it's
The new
long.
one?
Yeah. It's like
The new one is 400.
400. Yeah, this is not no derecho.
400.
This is not a
It has to
derecho.
travel 400 miles with wind speeds of greater than 58 miles per hour through that entire 400-mile stretch. It has to be 60 miles wide from, obviously, whether it be most of the time north to south orientated. And it also has to have multiple different areas of widespread, spaced out 75 plus mile an hour wind gust
That's crazy.
over that entire 400-mile stretch. And like I said,
Yeah,
it has to be
this
60
is
miles
I don't
wide.
me personally, I just do not think this is a derecho. It was close to it, don't get me wrong. I think it was pretty close to it, but I just
I mean, how wide is this single severe west of Fort Worth?
I don't know actually.
50 miles. That's not going to cut it.
That's not gonna cut it.
To like 40. Depends on where you stop. Right here, it's 50 miles. But if you go to this portion, it's 55 miles. I do think there could still be some damaging winds here of near 70 miles per hour in Mineral Wells. That storm and then the one here in far northeast Texas are the most damaging right now. This one might actually, I wouldn't be shocked if this produces upwards of 80 mile per hour winds going into Sulphur Springs in northeast Texas. So those are the two storms I'm watching the most for damaging winds. I'm also watching southeast of Abilene, Texas, toward possible severe. We're about to lose our PDS watch. We've been tracking for so long. We watched the first watch in the West Panhandle of Oklahoma. Holy moly.
That's
We've
a
tracked a severe storm from the Panhandle of Texas and the Panhandle of Oklahoma all the way into Fort Worth.
in Dallas. Yeah, Dallas Fort Worth.
That
Yeah,
shows you how far these storms have traveled.
that's just crazy, bro.
I'm not gonna guarantee I'll be live tomorrow, but I likely will be. But like there is a small chance that I'm just so exhausted I can't stream again. Because I had a long day this morning and then I hopped on earlier than I expected and started streaming.
Okay, TRG. I'm gonna mute myself.
Give me a second. All right, good. Dude. I like everybody more than him. Pete says he can't even say his name anymore.
I can't, bro. It disgusts me to unless it's saying him in the
Pete
wall.
knows who we're talking about now.
Unless it's him in the wall, I will say his name loud and proud.
Texarkana, it's going to be a close call, but 60 to 70 mile an hour winds will be possible. There's a still a strong portion of our line that's going to be pushing through for at least the next 3 hours. This will stay producing 60 to 70 mile an hour winds. It should stay severe for that long, for the next 2 to 3 hours, and that should go through Texarkana.
Oh, and also that message I sent before that screenshot too. Just letting you know that.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
I might. I'm really thinking about it because I mean it's
I mean, if I do that, there's a low chance I'll be able to stream tomorrow.
If you do what I said,
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'd rather you stream tomorrow, bro. You stream it then,
I don't
bro.
know. It's not that bad of a risk at the moment. The
So,
H
so,
triple
so
R
you'll
looks
do.
very, very meh. I didn't check the NAM. The NAM just is the NAM just throws a huge bow echo across Mississippi and Alabama like it always does.
So would you want to after this? Even if it's for like, I don't know, an hour.
I don't know. Depends on what we're gonna do.
All right, let me mute.
You've been muted the whole time. All right, they did upgrade this to 70 mile an hour winds. I'm not surprised with that. Mineral Wells likely seeing 70 mile an hour winds there in Texas. Sleep. Let's see here. Okay. Wait, what? What? Wait, back that up. What'd you just say?
I want to do a weekathon stream.
A
I
weekathon?
Yes, stream for a
What's that
week.
gonna be? Where you sleep all week?
Nope. I'm gonna
A
stream.
weekathon.
I'm gonna stream. Go to sleep. Wake up. Do stuff while I'm streaming. Go along.
Yeah.
Go along my day.
Bye. Nope. You can't catch me dead doing that, dude.
I want to.
95% of the stream would literally just be me not even being present.
All right, guys. All right, guys. The first time. Here is TRG.
Yeah, no. You wouldn't catch me doing it. Max I can do is a partial overnight stream.
I will do an overnight stream.
Anything that revolves overnight is very hard for me to do.
Whenever you want to do it all nighter, bro, just let me know.
Like after it gets past midnight, which is literally in 10 minutes, that's when streaming becomes a lot more difficult. And I have to prepare for it. I can't just randomly out of nowhere stream to midnight. Like the other day, I started a stream and it was going beyond 9 o'clock, and I just couldn't stream anymore. I had to go to sleep. So I have to prepare myself to sit here for 10 hours into the night hours to be able to stay up and stay live. We'll have to watch this storm approaching Fort Worth. I don't think Fort Worth is entirely out of the question here for being hit. Likely the southern side of Fort Worth. I mean, right now this is on track to go right through much of Fort Worth. That's the portion of your 70 mile per hour severe, and that's going to go right through Fort Worth and Dallas again.
So TRG.
And this is probably pushing 80 mile an hour winds here east of Mineral Wells. That's becoming quite significant. What you want now?
So SPC has a slight risk for us, right?
Yeah, so they say.
I don't think I'm in a marginal for excessive rainfall. So I don't know if that says anything or not. But
Well, to me, that kind of screams discreet.
that too. You are right. That is. Bro, we never look at that. I forgot. We never look at that when we chase, because if we're not under flash flood risk or excessive rainfall, you know what I mean.
Put it this way: the crazy Nam 3K barely even has us getting rain. There's some rain to my north, and most of NC and Virginia is dry.
I wouldn't be surprised if we get downgraded to maybe. It's summertime. I'm gonna say general thunderstorm risk.
That wouldn't surprise me much either.
But I mean, I don't know. If something happens in my area before I go to work, I don't know. I might go out there and just see what's up. Hey, Storm, how are you? What you doing? But I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen. If anything, it's probably gonna be after 5.
Yeah, so our most significant damaging winds currently in Mineral Wells, likely about to head into Weatherford, Texas here over the next few minutes. That's a pocket we're watching, and also a secondary pocket back up here in Sulphur Springs. That's our two most intense areas of significant damaging winds moving off to the southeast. Not sure where that storm west of Fort Worth is going to go. I don't know exactly how long that's going to last as it pushes towards Fort Worth and Dallas. I need to get that Minecraft mod, that tornado Minecraft mod. That's what I need to do. Legacy just reminded me about it. Speaking about tornado weather and video games. I wonder if they're going to issue a new watch out here. It expires in 6 minutes. Oh, they extended some of it for 51 minutes. We'll see how much of that expires in 5 or so minutes. Well, we are back up to a EDS severe, extremely dangerous severe for 80-mile-an-hour winds about to move through the city of Sulphur Springs, Texas. Back up to radar indicated 80-mile-an-hour winds. There you go. What, we probably didn't even make like an hour without an EDS.
Yeah.
Also, I do think we could see this upgraded to 80-mile-an-hour severe as well. Caleb, during tornado season, I barely have a good amount of time to play games like that. Normally, I'm consistently forecasting the weather and preparing videos or something. The last time I played Outbreak, I don't know the last time I exactly opened it. But it's been a while. Outbreak, it's just, I don't know, it takes up a lot on my computer, so I don't like to really play it, to be honest with you. But I'll eventually play it again. We'll see where those winds are moving to. Is that upgraded? Nope, still 70. Yeah, it looks like these winds are surging right towards Weatherford, so anybody in a Weatherford going into the western side of Fort Worth likely going to end up seeing 60 to 70 mile an hour winds. Could get gusts as high as 80. We'll see if they upgrade that severe. Our new EDS, extremely dangerous situation, severe thunderstorm warning, is still located over Sulphur Springs in Northeast Texas. So make sure you're in your safe spot, Sulphur Springs, Texas. I mean, we only did it like what, maybe 2 times, Pete, when it first came out, and then Lucky ended up just drifting away from the game altogether. He ain't touched it ever since. At least I played it a couple times without him, but he just went right away from it. All right, see you later, Caleb. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.
TRG, you want to mute me real quick?
I literally just unmuted you. Go ahead. Bro. Oh, he saved that? No way. What a nerd, bro. Man, Caleb's a L friend for that. Yeah, I'm not playing Caleb. I'm not playing Fortnite with Caleb ever again. Bro's a L friend. Everybody knows it's illegal to clip things like that. L friend.
All right, guys, I'm
Just for that,
back.
I'm gonna start clipping things that Lucky says.
Okay, so you'll just never catch me saying anything ever again. Anything crazy.
Yep. In reality, I'll just won't play with Caleb again since he's not trustable, apparently.
I mean,
That
hold
was
up.
with Pez too, so that was a big mistake.
Hold
That's
up, wait.
something that I won't be doing again. Yeah. I probably said don't. Nope. I'm trying to do weather coverage here, bro. No, I said no. So still 70 to 75-mile-an-hour winds going into Weatherford here. These winds have rapidly intensified over the last couple of scans. Oh, wow, that's a EDS severe for 70-mile-an-hour winds. So very early warning there for 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's an EDS one, likely due to the population. If I had to guess. Let me go back over here. Oops, I don't want that. Trying to see the population in this severe. Yeah, 101. Oh, wait, no, that's a new PDS severe. This has 523,000 people, but we just got a new PDS severe, an EDS severe for Weatherford, Texas for 80-mile-an-hour winds. It's going right into Weatherford, Texas. Good mood killer right there, Lucky, not going to lie. Bringing that back up.
Sorry, but he told me to look at it, so I looked at it.
See if we have any cameras in Weatherford. There's not much worse than people clipping your mistakes and rubbing it in your face.
Yeah.
Can't find a map for the cameras here in Texas. Weatherford. All right, this might be it. Very slow site. Cameras are very slow to load here in Texas. Yeah, we got a EDS severe for 80-mile-an-hour winds going into Weatherford, Texas. Oh, that's why it's slow, because there's like 1,000 of them. I bet there ain't one of them in a good view, though. Oh, none of them are live, yeah. I don't really use still photos for cameras. Only time I do is if it's a still photo of a tornado. Yeah, very dangerous storm going into Weatherford. 80-mile-an-hour winds heading right into the city. A very strong pocket of 80-mile-an-hour winds. So really good call issuing that PDS and EDS severe thunderstorm warning. So this is a potentially life-threatening situation and an extremely dangerous situation for Weatherford, Texas. And then we still have an EDS severe thunderstorm warning over Sulphur Springs for 80-mile-per-hour winds. So Fort Worth, Dallas, you're not out of the woods yet. I would also keep an eye out for a spin-up tornado on the southern edge of this. But I don't think our environment so far in much of our severe weather risk, our environment hasn't been very favorable for tornadoes. We saw one tornado in southern Oklahoma, one tornado in northeast Texas, and then we did see that line of tornadoes from a supercell in the Panhandle in northwest Texas way early on, like 8 hours ago. So we'll see if that tries to ramp up. But outside of a low-end tornado risk, the main threat is by far 80-mile-an-hour winds heading into the city of Weatherford, Texas, right along the I-20 corridor. That will eventually spread into Fort Worth over the next hour or two.
I'm probably gonna go for like not like leave, but like I'm gonna go for another 27 minutes
For what?
streaming.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll probably still be here with you.
I thought you meant you were taking a break for
Oh
27
no.
minutes.
No, 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 no. No, no, no.
Also a extremely dangerous situation, severe for Longview, Texas. Like I said, that's likely due to the population of it. It's also warned for 70-mile-an-hour winds, but the EDS tag was added due to the 500,000 population that's going into. These warnings are weird? Not really. They're normal severes. Well, they're actually very significant severes, but normal in the sense of how the warnings are issued. This is normally how they do them. Well, that's because of how these storms are moving. They're moving southeast across this area. So, yeah, these are a little bit weird. Like this one here is a little weird. This one's a little bit weird. And then this PDS one, that was introduced because of the population area and potentially up to potentially up to 80-mile-an-hour winds there. How desperate are you if you have to come into a weather channel asking for people's Snapchat?
Yuck.
That's a very quick way to get an insta timeout. That's almost as desperate as Lucky.
Okay, bro. I'm not that
Lucky
desperate.
stoops lower.
I'm nowhere near that desperate, bro.
Still 75 to 80-mile-an-hour winds here. About to go right into Weatherford. I mean, those 80-mile-an-hour pixels, they're going to go right into Weatherford, Texas here. And all this blue, that's all 60-mile-an-hour winds there. And then again, this blue right in here, that's 70 to 80-mile-an-hour winds, and that's going to go right into Weatherford, Texas. Still watching for a little area of broad rotation south of Weatherford. It's really not doing much. We don't expect much of a tornado threat with it. Tornado threat was never anticipated to be that elevated in the first place. We've seen probably about near 10 tornadoes overall today. But I didn't even expect that today, to be honest with you. I didn't even think we'd see that many today. That's all good, Legacy. If you're leaving now, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for tuning in pretty much all day today. I mean, you've been here almost just as long as me, so
Yeah.
understandable. Those wind speeds are intensifying as they are entering Weatherford, Texas. And then still watching for that area of rotation on the southern side. Man, Weatherford is getting slammed right now. Maybe there's a live sky cam. Possibly.
Uh. Okay, never mind.
I see from 24 hours ago. That's gonna be real useful.
I would have watched that area southeast of that warning, that little looking like hook echo.
On what?
The what Weatherford storm.
I can't tell you how many times I've already pointed that out, Lucky.
I know. I'm just saying. I would definitely still keep an eye on it.
Still continuing with the EDS severe over Sulphur Springs for 80-mile-an-hour winds. They issued that apparently for an hour. And 52 minutes remaining on that long duration EDS severe for 80-mile-an-hour winds. Pretty surprised that's such a long severe. This line, I got to be honest, this line looks a lot more intense than what we were thinking. It's also a lot more to the northeast than what models were projecting. At least the newest model runs. So this, I mean, this is definitely the worst winds are definitely going to head right towards Shreveport, unfortunately. That's where they're going. Tyler, Texas, Longview, Texas, Marshall, Texas, Carthage, Henderson, Tipson, Center, Texas, and then eventually the city of Shreveport, Louisiana. I don't really see it strengthening much more, really, after once this gets to Longview, Texas here in about an hour, we should start to see it break apart in terms of strength. We've officially covered an entire PDS severe thunderstorm watch today. We were live hours, like 3 hours before it was issued, and it is just expired. The entire PDS severe thunderstorm watch was expired. We still have a PDS severe thunderstorm watch all the way until 5 a.m. Eastern, 4 a.m. local time. And that is the only watch active in the US. I mean, Weatherford, again, just being slammed by likely 80-mile-an-hour winds right now. Jeez, dude. There could be wind gusts up to 90 with this right over the city. This is a very dangerous situation. Now a tornado warning on the southern end of this EDS severe. That is going to be south of Fort Worth. So new tornado warning just issued there. That's for that little area of rotation, that hook echo that we've been talking about, trying to ramp up in rotation here. So we have a tornado threat developing on the southern end and a 90, potentially up to 90 mile per hour winds developing on the main portion of our line. The far southwest side of Arkansas is a likely area to be hit the hardest. Let me see. Yeah, this area will likely see around 60 mile an hour winds tonight. But it still won't be for about another 2 hours before it gets there. We'll continue to watch this severe in Weatherford to see if it does continue to strengthen or not. I mean, it looks like it's going to go right into Dallas, or rather Fort Worth. Looks like it's going to go into Fort Worth. Let's go back to here. Does our terminal radar reach that? Not yet. And I know our other one's not going to. Actually, our other one does. Never mind. This one is the longer one. I mean, I'm telling you, man, I could literally just sit here and watch this loop all day. That's your winds that went through Dallas just moments ago. And you can see, even though this is very far, this radar site is still saying 70 plus mile an hour winds over Weatherford, but that's inaccurate. We actually want to use the closer radar site, which is also our better radar site, our main radar. And
That's
yeah,
when they're
that
winning.
definitely shows widespread 80 mile an hour winds here, with some pixels up to 90. Lucky I swear, if you just said tornado warning, did you?
Yeah,
I went over that like 3 minutes ago,
I know.
or it was almost 3 minutes ago. Hey, I'd rather know about it 2 times than not at all.
A
But you was
second.
a little late on that.
Yeah.
Lucky sounds like he's already ready for sleep.
Nah,
Mr. Stay up till 4 a.m. is already about to fall asleep over here.
nah. I ain't going to sleep anytime soon.
I'm really curious to see what the velocities look like on this storm as it gets closer to Shreveport. We easily could have gusts up to 90 mile an hour winds over Sulphur Springs, and there's no way we'd be able to know unless we get reports of it. They've gone ahead and issued a 70 mile an hour severe for Fort Worth. Includes the entire metroplex of Fort Worth. That severe definitely could be upgraded in the future as we have a 80 mile per hour wind gust ongoing to the west of Fort Worth. Velocities still indicate mid to high 80 velocities there. Not into the 90s like it was as it went over Weatherford. There were some velocities as high as like 95 over Weatherford. Now they've kind of calmed down a little bit, but still easily could be 90 mile an hour winds there. Do we have a mesonet in that area? Let's go check.
Probably.
Nope, we do
What?
not.
Interesting.
We do have one on the northwest side of Fort Worth, but I don't think that area's. Well, that area could see definitely some damaging winds, but maybe not the worst damaging winds out of this line. It looks like that surge of outflow. You can see it on velocity. That surge of outflow hit our tornado warning, and it has decreased the area of rotation. You can see it. You can make it out right in here is where it's now located. And you can see it hit our tornadic thunderstorm, and just moments after it hit it, it's now the hook echo is completely gone. I don't know if that was a complete reason for the hook disappearing, but that may have played a role in getting rid of some inflow for the storm. Go back to, let's see. This is our closest terminal radar, but our main radar is still closer. And again, still shows 80 to 85 mile an hour winds approaching Hudson Oaks, and eventually near Willow Parks here. Willow Parks will be hit in about 5 or so, maybe a little bit longer, right about 5 minutes. This is west of Fort Worth. me see. Okay. Let's go back over to the Shreveport radar just to see if we can get an eye on this storm. Still very difficult. Still an extremely dangerous situation for 80-mile-an-hour winds, moving now east of Sulphur Springs. Still an extremely dangerous situation for far northeast Texas, for Longview, Tyler, Texas, surrounding areas, due to the population that this storm's going to affect. Over 500,000 people under that EDS severe for 70-mile-an-hour winds. Well, go back to Radar Mega real quick, show you MRMS, and very clearly can see we have a full line of severe storms here. And that stretches a whopping 230 or so miles, depending on exactly how you measure it. We could measure it more like this. So that's 97 plus 170, whatever that is, that many miles.
That's 267.
So
Said
very
90.
large, very large. That's the point. Over 200 miles worth of severes.
You said 97 plus 170 though, right?
I don't know. You have to replay it, dude.
All right.
I don't think this will last long, but if it does, who knows? This might actually be our derecho. I highly doubt it's going to be able to last that long, though. Well, I mean, it began way back in Norman. So if it travels from Norman all the way down to Shreveport, that's 310 miles. It would have to make it to central Louisiana, staying severe all the way until Alexandria, which by the time it gets to Alexandria, that's going to be like 5 a.m. Eastern time. And I don't know if it's produced enough significant damaging winds in south central or central Oklahoma to hit derecho criteria that way. Actually, no, Ben. We're about to exit our crazy radar hole. We've been in it for like the last 3 hours. We've been in a radar hole in southeast Oklahoma, northeast Texas, and now storms are getting close to the Shreveport radar. Still could be seeing up to 80, 85-mile-an-hour winds there, approaching Willow Park over the next 5 minutes. So you need to be in your safe spot, Willow Park in Texas. Sulphur Springs, Texas, yes, is still under 80-mile-an-hour severe, EDS severe. The one going towards Longview, Texas, is still warned for 70-mile-an-hour severe. 70-mile-per-hour winds there. We'll have to see how strong these wind gusts keep up here, but at least 70-mile-an-hour winds will be heading into the Fort Worth area over the next hour or so. Could get wind gusts up to 80 with it. Like, you want to cover for a minute while I go take a quick break?
Yeah.
I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
All right. All right, guys. So let me do this. All right. So again, we are tornado warning list now. We just had a tornado warning a few minutes ago, but those like outflow winds caught up to where our area of rotation was, and it just completely just demolished it. And we still have two destructive severes. That Weatherford severe is one for 80 miles per hour and a quarter size hail. So that is something crazy. And then we have this one that goes that's a big warning, if I'm not mistaken. That goes all the way to Longview, East Mountain, Tyler, Winona. Lindale. That goes until 12:15 Central. Almost just under an hour now, and this thing is pretty intense. It's a big line with just that bow echo shape, which indicates very strong winds. And I mean, as we can see, we've gotten reports. Let's see if there's any reports so far near it. I don't think we have any reports near it so far. Not that I see. I'm sure we'll get reports really, really soon. So, yeah. Just tonight, y'all just be weather aware if you're in a risk for damaging winds, because this thing is gonna be producing some pretty crazy winds in excess of 80 plus mile an hour. So yeah, just be weather aware, y'all. That's
Time for you to go to sleep, right?
that's the best thing you could do. Huh? No, not yet.
Okay, now why did you say huh if you heard me?
Because you sounded crazy saying that.
I sounded crazy saying go to sleep at 12:24 a.m.
After I took a nap.
Yeah, you took a nap a long time ago.
Man, dude, I got up 4 hours ago.
That's wild.
I think it was like 8:30.
Yep, that's clipped.
But it's all
Bro
right
got up at 8:30 p.m.
from a nap. But okay, clip it. I don't even care.
I ain't gonna go through all that trouble. You
Yeah,
kidding me?
you don't want to clip it, bro.
I ain't going through all that. I'm too tired, man.
Bro doesn't wanna clip it.
It's not worth it.
He said I'm gonna clip it. All right, bet, clip it. I don't even want to anymore.
Not worth it, man. I'm too tired. I realized I just went 6 hours without getting up, so I had to get up.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna
My
go.
legs were cramping.
I'm
That's
gonna
never
go.
a good sign.
Oh, what?
And
I'm go.
and
I'm gonna go cook.
and I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna go cook my shit.
And you cannot.
I am going to conclude my stream, and I will be back in 4 minutes. Got that, bud?
Good night.
No, good night. I'll be back
Good
in
night.
4 minutes.
See you later, brother.
See you later, brother. 4 minutes. Okay, bud. Okay.
It's just programmed to say it.
All right, bro. Say bye to my chat, bro.
Bye.
Later. Talk to you in 4 minutes.
Hurry up and go on, Devin.
All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna come to an end here. I appreciate y'all tuning in today. I don't know when the next live stream will be. Should be maybe sometime this week for sure. Yeah, probably. If not, we'll do some gaming streams, so keep an eye out on the gaming channel. Because it's summertime. Have a lot more free time in the nighttime hours usually. So yeah. Hope you guys have a great night. Thanks, Pete, Caleb, Legacy, Samuel, and I don't know how to say your name, and Kaylee for tuning in. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next one. Goodbye. I love you guys, and I appreciate y'all tuning in. I will see y'all in the next one.